I Spy. We've all played I Spy, so I decided to make a game of I Spy with all the letters of the alphabet. I call it the alphabet ring. You can see an example below. On the outer ring, there are 26 animals or objects, each starting with a different letter. The inner ring has 26 letters of the alphabet. If I say, I spy with my little I, something beginning with P, then on the outer ring I can find an animal, a pig. Now move the inner ring so that the letter P is in line with the picture of a pig. Alternatively, you could point to an object on the outer ring and ask for its start letter. Let's see how it's done. Well, there's the ring, the outer ring with animals or objects, apple, queen, rabbit, well, ice cream, I think, lion, and so on. In the inner ring, the alphabet, A, B, C, D, up to Z. So we said in the above, let's find an animal starting with the letter P. There's the letter P. Looking around the ring, we could find there's a pig there. So now we need to move this ring round to find where the P is. Now I've got to find where the thing is. It's here. Move this up to Daisy. Moved it wrong. I can't. And move the ring round to P lines up with the pig. It's much easier when you've got the actual ring. So the P lines up with pig. I've just said alternative, we could find a picture on the outside and say which is its starting letter. So again, I've got to find where the turning point is. Let's see, is it? Nope. Oh, here we are. There's the turning point. And that turns inside on this picture anyway. This turns it round. Let's say we want to find the starting letter of a rabbit. So we go down, there's a rabbit. Turn it round. Until the R lines up. Now, with the actual disc, it's much easier than I'm doing here. It's quite difficult to move it around. But you see the idea. You find the letter in the middle, find an animal to match it. You find the animal on the outside, find a letter to match it. So that's the alphabet ring. It's quite good, but it's no good if you haven't got one. So my next video, or my next part of this video, will show you how to make one. Now, to make one, you need the Smart Notebook, as I've got here. Now, I've got a proper version, but you can download a free copy from the internet by looking for Smart Notebook Free. It's not, of course, as complete as this one, but it does have everything we need. It does have the shapes and the colours and the letters, and we can get the animals from here, from the web. So it does everything we need. So my next part of this video will show you how to use Smart Notebook to make the ring. So here we are. First of all, we did a circle. So up the top, you see something called shapes. Click on that, and pick a circle. Down here, we'll draw a circle. Now, when you've drawn the circle, be careful to go to select straight away, otherwise you'll draw another circle. I'm going to extend the page a bit down here. So now we've got the circle there, and I'm going to colour it by going to fill, pick a colour, and fill the circle. Then go back to the select again. If you don't go back to select each time, you'll probably find you doing the same thing twice. So now we've got the circle, but we need this to be in 26 sectors. Luckily, smart notebook can do this for us. So if we go to this circle and click on the outside like that, we get a drop-down menu here, just here. And down here, divide shape. Click on that and change the 2 to 26, like so. So we've got now 26 sectors. The thing is, you've got to be careful here because this is divided into 26 separate sections. So if I take, you can see it moves out. We don't want that. We want the thing to be as one whole. So to do that, we're going to group them together. To do that, we need to go to select again, go around the outside, go around the outside of this, and group them all together by pressing Control G. Control G. It's all grouped together now, so these are not moving, the whole thing moves. Now, we need 2 of these. We need an outer ring, and we need an inner ring. Now, the way to do that is to make a copy of this. So we can make a Control C, then Control V, and we've got 2 rings now, this one and the outer ring. This one is too big. So now we can, down at the bottom here, this small circle, we can reduce the size of the ring and bring it into line. We need 2 of these inner rings. So we're going to make a copy of the inner ring again, Control C, and down here, put Control V. So now we've got a copy of that down here. We'll come back in a minute. So leave that one for a minute out of the way. I'll go back up to this other ring here. This is the outer ring. So what to do now is join them together to make sure the inner ring stays fixed. Again, Control G for grouping. And now the whole thing moves as one. The next thing to do is to put some animals in here or some objects. You can use any you like. I mean, I picked a variety of mine, but you can use any as they like. How do you do that? First of all, we go across to here. Click on that. Let's add images. Clip art. And I'll go to Apple. There. And we have various pictures of apples. Any we like. I'll just pick that one for the time being. And it's too big, so it won't go in there. So click on it and use the circle here to reduce the size of it until it will fit in one of these gaps, any gap. Make it random, but there's the apple. You can do the same for ball. And there's a ball. So we'll pick any of those you like. I'll pick that one like. Again, you need to reduce its size by this small circle here. Reduce it till it fit inside one of these spaces. Make them random. Don't make them following each other if you can help it. As C, we'll have a cat. Any cat you like. Let's take that one. You don't have to have clip art. You could use ordinary pictures if you want to, but clip art is more interesting for kids. So you go around picking pictures. Now I'm going to just pause a second, put all the pictures in. That's how you do it. You pick a picture, reduce it, and fit it in there. Well, that's most of them. The last Y and X are fairly difficult, but for Y, I've picked yak. You could pick yacht, I suppose. I've picked yak, so I'll pick that picture of yak there. They're more difficult and probably would need quite a bit of help to find these. And for X, I pick X-ray. And there's a picture we can use. Reduce it by clicking. To there. So, and a little bit small, I think. There's all the pictures. Now, again, you can use any pictures you like, but I've used those. And again, I'm going to group everything together. Control G. So now everything moves together. We have the two rings there. There's the ring, outer ring. And down the bottom, we have the inner ring. Now the inner ring needs to have the alphabet on. Now I found the easiest way to do this was to, first of all, pick text. I'm using Sassoon, you can use any you like. You probably use another one. And I found that 16 was a probably decent size, and caps lock on. And the easiest way to do this is to start, and maybe that's a bit small. Let's use 80. Okay, start with the letter and keep changing down like that. Why do you go 60? I don't know. Just put some letters down. To the side here. So to get the alphabet, now pick the letter up, go to select now, pick up the letter and put it in place. Pick up the letter, put it in place. So on, all the way down the ring. Now you can either leave them like that, but I like to see it a bit neater, so what I'm going to do is click on there, move this little green circle around here. So okay, that one, this one, green circle, just move the letter around a bit. This one. And do this with all the letters. I'm going to pause now for the letters in. Oh, there, that's very tedious putting the letters in, but the letters are all in there now. So now we'll just, again, group it all together. Control G. And the ring now will move as one. So now we have the two rings, this ring and this ring. And we need to join them together. So if we put the two rings together, this is a physical thing now. I've used press studs for mine, but I also printed it out first of all. Now you need to print it out onto something. The thicker the card you can use, the better. My print would only take, I think, about 200 type paper. But you can either do that, or you could print it on ordinary paper, just glue it onto a thicker board. I have printed it onto the card and then laminated it, but you don't need to do that, of course. It just makes it more durable. So we need to print it now. What to do to print it? We'll go to File, Print. We'll see the options there. Now, you see it's a bit small, so we'll go to full page. We don't need that. We need the next page, which is this one. You need to print that page. So now you go to pages. You don't want page 1, you want page 2. Print, and that will print out on your paper or on your card to the right sort of size. As I said, you can either use card. I've used card, and then I've laminated it. You don't need to laminate it, but I did that to make it more durable. For the centerpiece, to pin them together, you can use press studs or a nut and bolt. There are all sorts of fastenings you can use to put them together. So that's how to make the alphabet ring, or the I Spy ring, if you want to call it that, using Smart Notebook. You need to download Smart Notebook on your computer, laptop, or PC. A free version. You don't need to have a smart board. You can do it without the smart board. The free version may have a watermark down here somewhere, which will be hidden probably by the colours on here. So that's the alphabet or I Spy ring. I hope you can make it, and I hope you enjoy using it. Thank you.